Hey, welcome to Mike's Trains, and thanks for joining me for another video. This is probably going to be close to the last video in the series of building the train station interiors and lighting. This video, we're going to talk about this. This is the escalators and stairs that go from the train station down to the floor below. If you saw in the past videos, I left a hole cut out for them. And this is what it is. This is what we're talking about. I have my escalators on either side here, and then regular stairs down the center, and then I have railings that go down the center of the stairs. There's no backing on the stairs, so they are see-through. As you can see, it's a hollow thing. There's really no need to do anything. You're not going to see enough of that to be a problem. But what I did do was we painted the escalator stairs black, and then the stairs themselves here, I did them close to a color of the flooring upstairs so it all kind of matches. And then I added the railing in there. Why don't we go into how I made this? We'll start with that. So let me get the parts out and we'll go into how this got built. Okay, so this is how it all started. What I did, these are the sides to the escalators, alright? And all I did was I took a piece of paper, okay, I made a paper template and I fit it into the hole inside the station, and I just kept trimming it until it fit. What I needed to get was the height here, this side, and then this side. I just needed how far out I'm going and how high the whole thing needs to be. Once I figured that out, then we just add on these little ends here for the escalator belt. Now when I made these, I made 8 of them because there are 4 escalators and that's 2 per escalator side. So because they're painted, I painted all but one on this set. One of these I didn't paint on the other side. Yeah, that's this one. This one is still white on one side, so I have to make sure that this one stays to an outside. Alright, because one side of these isn't going to be shown inside. So these go in pairs, like this, and like this. So these are pairs. Alright. Now, for the stairs, what I have, I bought these stairs. I bought these online from, I don't remember where, but you can find these. They're from Plastruct, and they're just basic stairs. That's all it is. It's just a set of stairs. So I bought a few sets of those, and once I got those, I took 2 sets, or actually 4 because I need 2 of these, and I painted 4 sets black. So that gives me the stair that goes down the center of the escalator. Okay. Then I took another 2 sets and I glued them together. This will make the center part down the escalator, and I painted these to a color that somewhat matches the flooring in the train station. It's a little bit lighter, but that's okay. They're concrete stairs. It's not really going to matter. And you're not going to see a lot of this, but they're going to be in there. So now we have that. Now I needed railings. So what I have for that is I went back to the Plastruct materials and I bought this. These are stair railings. Goes with the stairs. And these look like this. Alright, and these are made to go down the staircases. So I bought a few sets of those. And that makes the railing that goes down the stairs. Now, the only thing that's different on this is the railing here, is I added another little part at the top of the rails here. All that is a straight section of railing which looks like I had some scraps left over from when I did the roundhouse. So this is extra roundhouse stuff. So what I did was I'll end up cutting out this center section right in here. From this post, I'll cut off everything this way, and the same on this side. We'll cut off everything this way, and I'll keep that center section, and that makes the end of the railing right here glued right to the edge of the stair railing. So this will come like this, so to speak. Yeah, kind of like that, and that makes our full railing. And that's it. That's all there is. So this plastic here is 30 thousandths. I bought it in sheets, and then like I said, I made the paper template, cut these out. Now this took me a while to cut out. 8 of these is no picnic to sit down and do. It takes some time. And then once this was all together, you can kind of see where, let's see, the tops here I've painted black, and it's not even paint, okay? I found something else that did a better job, but I put those black to represent the belt that goes down and runs the escalator up and down, and you can kind of see how that goes on there. I hope it comes across on the video because it looks really good in person. And all that is I took a wide Sharpie, just a fat Sharpie marker, and I just drew the edges. I just traced over the edges here. It did really well. And then you don't need to go all the way down inside here. You just need to go around the loop here. That's it. And the same on the top. You don't have to cover that for 100%. It just, you can't see it when it's laying down, so you just need to go around the loop so it looks like it goes around. So when you're looking at it from the end here, it's covered. That's all you need, and that's it. And then these pieces here, these are just to keep these all stuck together so that these pieces don't flop. This is just the scraps from the stairs. When I cut the stairs to length inside of here, I put the scraps out here because these are all the exact width that all of this styrene, all these sides, need to be spaced apart. And it ended up perfect, so now I know everything exactly the same. I didn't have to worry about cutting extra scrap to put in there. I was going to cut pieces of styrene to fit in there, but these stairs worked out way better than anything I could have ever cut because they are the exact same width as what's inside of here, and it's good and strong. It's not going to fall apart on me. I don't really have any issues with it. So why don't I put this one together right here? We'll get this one put together. Okay, so to start this, I'm going to use this one as a template for the stairs. So we got to make sure these stairs definitely have a specific way they go. The stairs have an angle to them. If you put them the wrong way, it's more like a shutter. I don't know if that comes off on camera or not, but it goes this way. We got this big wide tread up on the top, and then it goes down to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match these up, and I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to get my sprue cutters, and we're going to cut off these stairs. And I'm going to cut one measured off of here. Now when I make these cuts, I'm also cutting the same angle as the stairs because this top stair needs to be level with the floor. We want this top step here to be level with the floor, which is what I have on this one. So let me just make sure we got this right, and then we'll move on to the next. Like that. So now we have 2 of these cut. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is run these stairs down in here. So I want to run them. Let's see, how did I do that? Okay. So down at the bottom here, we want to cut off also at an angle these little hangers or whatever you want to call them. So we want this to sit flat on the floor. We want this to sit all the way flat. That bottom step needs to be right there on the floor. So now we can put this in place. And what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna match this one up to here, and I'm just gonna mark the piece as to where the stair goes, and we'll just transfer this over to this side. So the first step goes right on this mark. This will go like this right here, and then this one goes up, and where it ends, it ends. So now we just need a little bit of glue. So that's what we're looking for, just like that. I tried to keep this right here, the reveal, the same from here to the step and from here to the step. It's a little bit off, but all in all, I don't think it matters, and it doesn't show enough to be a problem. Like that. So now we've got that all matched up. Now we can take one of these pieces and run it up the back so that this stays in place. That's the first one. And then this side is the unpainted side. This side goes to the outside wall. So this will go like this. Then this stair. Then the other escalator. So let's cut this next one, get this one put in. So those are our two sides. Now we just need to cut this piece to the right length. Now these stairs, I actually made them on the other one come out a little bit further than the escalator stairs. If you look, these steps here come out just a shade further, which is what I wanted. I don't want them all to be perfectly lined up. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to set it in here, and I'm going to mark with a pencil where I want these to cut at. So now we're all lined up, and there we go. There's our staircase and elevator. Escalators. Alright. The back sides are in there. Everything's tight. I can squeeze on this. I can do whatever I want. But now you can see the difference. This one just needs the black on here like this one does. So then I'm just going to take my Sharpie, and it takes a few coats. I'm going to run this right over the top. And I'm just realizing alright. I have these glued backwards. This wall right here should be over here. I have these reversed. Wow. So now I gotta pull these apart and switch them, or I can leave it and that's not silver. I think I'm just gonna switch it. And this actual black here on the edges, you have to do maybe 2-3 coats on that before it's a good solid black. But once that's done, there you go, and then it's just the railings the railings here on top of that, just like that, and then the end piece off of this out. And that's it. That's the whole staircase. That's the whole thing that's done. And that's how you do it. So let me get this completed, and I'm going to recut the holes a little bit bigger in the train station. I'm going to get all these installed along with the walls, because the walls I haven't installed yet because I was still working with this. I want to make sure I've got everything right up there before I glue in the walls, because I need the extra hand room to be able to get in there. So let me get all that squared away and situated, and then I'll come back when this is all installed and we'll give you a look and show you what it looks like all completed inside. So we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so I've gone and installed the stairway and escalators. You can see them down in there. The walls are put in. I added artwork to the walls here, and I also added, let's see if I can turn this, on one side, actually on both sides, I added a doorway to the wall over there and more artwork. This would be the doorway to access the other side of the station. And there's another identical one to that doorway on this side as well. So so anyway, that's the whole thing. The interior and the stairs are in, and the only thing left to do now, there you go. So all of that's been installed, and the kind of nice part about this whole stairway here is that when you're looking in from underneath, you can see the bottom half of the escalators and stairs through the lower level, which is kind of nice. And I'm kind of trying to pull off the effect that the escalators from the platforms come up on this side of the stairs underneath. So I'm not going to sweat that too much. It's kind of crazy to go that far into it. I've already done way more than I intended to do with this. And I'm calling this done. I'm not going to bother with this interior any further. Going to leave it be. The only thing left to do now is populate it with figures. And that's pretty much it. I was going to put a railing right across right here. Let's see. I was going to put a railing right here, down this length, and then down this length. I don't have any at the moment, straight railing. I only have the stairway railing like this. So I don't want to go buy anymore, and I've honestly had my fill. I'm kind of done. I'm over it. This is how it's going to stay. And yeah, it's finished for the interior. And that's going to be it for this series of doing this train station. The only thing left that I have to do on this, and I'm not going to do it on camera because I've already done these before, is I want to add streetlights to the back side here. So these will go in down the back side. These will go right here, and another one right over here. I'm only going to put 3 across the back, and this is where the buses would be, so I got to have something out here. So I have them all set to go. I just need to drill the holes and wire them in, and those, as I said before, will get wired in the same way as the parking lot ones did, the same way as everything else did. So I'm not gonna do the video for it. If you want to know how it got done, just go back and watch for the street lights. Yeah, so populated. I don't know if you've seen this or not. I've done the parking lot here, a little bit of that. That's probably as far as I'm going to go with that. I added a bunch of figures to the front half. There's a taxi in there. So that's pretty much how that's gonna look. Those are all glued in. And I'm gonna take this as a whole unit and place this onto the layout. And that's it. That's the whole darn thing in a nutshell. It is done. So anyway, thanks for watching and sticking with me through this series. Really appreciate you watching. I hope you liked what you saw. It was a lot of fun to build. And if you're watching this for the first time, thanks for tuning in, and if you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel. Love to have you in. Lets me know that people like what I do when I see the subscribers coming in. I know I must be doing something right. At least that's what I'm hoping. You can also visit my website. It's mikestrains.wordpress.com, and over there are pictures of my full layout. Everything is there. That's a lot of that stuff I have plans to rebuild, so don't sweat it. You can see the old layout of my train station and yard and the whole thing. I haven't really updated those pictures yet, so the old layout, the old train station setup is there if you'd like to see what it originally was. So anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy modeling!